It's week 4 of the 2025 season, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Bills and the Saints under the lights on Sunday night.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on.
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. Hardy on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Coleman with the grab. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Willie Gay there on the tackle. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's running for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Chase Young bringing him down there.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking, he's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
That's taken in by Samuel. And a solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it too.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the pop.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And they'll be backed up to begin this drive. Great work by the punt team, downing it at the 7. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out as a former 5th rounder from South Carolina. And before that, Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And you also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot.
Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Brock, you remember when they were near their own end zone? Yeah, things have totally changed now. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Hardy on the return. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
From the 32. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Allen. Complete beyond the marker. Big man showing up the yards. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's 3rd and short. To the air again, Allen. He stays up, but there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. 2nd drive coming up for the Saints offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, And a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 36. He finds Johnson. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Saints. First down.
Rattler back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Still sticking with the passing game. Hits him on the out route. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
At the Bills' 23-yard line.
From the 23. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Rattler. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll throw it again. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Kamara's got it. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
First and goal at the 6.
Looking to throw, Rattler. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Catch is made in close.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. First down throw for Allen. Connection made to Coleman. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time a flag flies, somebody moved early. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Here's 2nd and 7. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
First down, Bill.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Short side option here. He's running left. Breaks across midfield. Hits the opposing territory. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It's a 10-3 ball game. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Complete to Shakir. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Let's see what they went with on third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Saints will get set to take over. Now Rattler. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Taken in by Shaheed. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. They've got first down from the 31. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You can easily add the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rattler to the air now. Ooh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still off the tip. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Rattler setting to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Throwing is Rattler. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So 2nd down coming up. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Saints to running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. Here's Rattler. Gets this to Johnson. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Rattler back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They kick the running back in motion. To the air. 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I wish every fan could just get the perspective on the field. When you stand on the sidelines, you realize how fast this game is. And as a QB, you've got to understand. When you get that amount of time, you've got to get rid of the ball because this game moves in a hurry.
No return on that punt. And the Bills will take over possession. 1st and 10 from the 41. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 48, Shakir with the grab. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Finds Kincaid. And they get this down to the 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Allen on 3rd down. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Pass now to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Looking to throw, Rattler. He'll get this to Means. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They kick the running back in motion. Rattler hits his running back. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And he goes down a little short of the 40. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll throw it yet again. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion left. 2nd and 10 now. Kamara's got it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back now, pressure on its way. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you You can't take any completion for granted, even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They are throwing it again into the hands of Olave. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Bills' offense takes over. Not much time remaining in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Allen now on 1st down. The screen pass falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They send a receiver in motion right. 2nd down. Here's Allen again. Complete to Shakir. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. 3rd and just 2 to go. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. To throw again, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here comes the final play of our first half. He's back to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Xavier Worthy, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 16-10, the final. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. On the return, here's Mims. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Saints and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most. And we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. Motion man sent left. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. Third down.
Third and 7.
Rattler to the air now. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. For the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
That's taken in by Samuel. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
They send a man in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run it with Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He finds Kincaid. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A stoppage here as we see somebody pretty shaken up from that play. And it's Dalton Kincaid who's going to need some assistance from the medical staff. The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. Officials signaling for a timeout. It's taken by the offense. Amendola able to put it through. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's 2nd and long. Rattler setting to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Running back sent in motion. Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw, Rattler. Rolling left, buying some time. He takes it himself. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
That's a gain of 7.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Rattler back to throw. He brings it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
Start offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal a little bit tougher here. They send a tight end in motion. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Eight yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rattler. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Rattler. Flush down out to his left. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Groupie. This is a chip shot from the left hash. McIntomney's kick is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
This 3rd field goal of the game is a big one. They're all tied up now in the 2nd half. And rather than playing from behind, Kate, this will be interesting. They can now focus on getting a stop and taking control of the flow of this game.
Hardy on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. On 1st down, Allen. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Allen. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Taken in by Shaheed. Still going inside the 35. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints need only one to take the lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Khalil Shakir. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Holding offense.
So that was holding on the offense, and a quick declination from the defense means this stands as a turnover. Now Rattler. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And now they face 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Motioning him from the slot right. Here's Rattler. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll motion a tight end left. To the air, 3rd and long. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Mickey kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'll bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Into traffic, complete. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now they send their back in motion right. From the 27. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. but you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Allen on third down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's brought down before the return gets far. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll come out throwing. Connects with Johnson. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Finds his fullback. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
A pickup of 7, so they're looking at 9 yards to go now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Mikatomny's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
Hardy on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Bills offense all set for their next drive.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
This is Cook on the handoff. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes out to the left. Escapes the sack. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Chase Young bringing him down there. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shakir sent in motion left. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And the Saints go in nickel, 3rd down. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They've got a man in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down, ball at the 36. Throwing here, Allen. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Again, Allen to the air. Shakir with the grab. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Slot man in motion right. Allen gonna throw again. Throw caught at the 6. And he's gonna be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're gonna have 1st and goal. To the air again, Allen. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Buffalo. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Mims. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running behind center with Kamara. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Kamara. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They kick the running back in motion. Misfire there. Couldn't connect.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. This is Cook. Escapes a defender. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Putting a receiver in motion. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's got room to roam here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Escapes the... and he scores! It's a Buffalo touchdown! The Bills come through to tie it in the 4th. Josh Allen, the touchdown! Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Bass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Kamara running out of the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Now Rattler. This is reeled in by Kamara. And this one does not go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
Running back sent in motion. Shakes himself free. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Lou Headley will kick it away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20.
The Bills take over.
We don't get a return out of that punt.
At their own
And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 3rd and long for him here. He's on. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw, Rattler. Dumped off to his running back.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
And he's got a free play here. He beams one deep right side. Well, they saw someone jump. They took their shot deep. Didn't get the connection, but they got the call. A free 5 yards coming with them. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll motion him out of the backfield. That one's incomplete over the middle.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks is hard to come by in this league.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Back to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. that inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Bills holding just a 1-point advantage. They're set up at the 35 now. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he's brought down for a loss. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Cook trying this one up the gut. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And his short run's going to get them into enemy territory to the 49. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. This is why it's called a victory formation. He takes a knee and the seconds tick away towards a win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Heward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from New Orleans.